Hey folks, James here with Johnson RV in Puyallup, Washington, and I'm standing next to the 2012 Winnebago View 24J. And real quick, we're going to walk on the outside and talk about a few of its key features and then make our way to the interior. So first thing is, it's a diesel. We're on the Sprinter chassis Mercedes, Alco wheels with Continental tires, 19.5. And what you're probably seeing right now is just the paint scheme, real pretty. We have the Carefree Colorado awning. It's a power awning, all done with a push of a button, and it almost goes the entire length of the coach. The only thing it doesn't touch on is the cab area. We have two electric steps that come in and out as we open the door. It's made by Quickie. And one thing that's a little different than most of the Class C's are just the handles of this. So our compartment, they can lock, of course, but the handles are just more typical, easier to grab onto. Storage down there. Closing this back up. On the passenger side, we're gonna have our water heater, our furnace, easy access. And open this guy up real quick. You notice these are latching with a bullet latch, so I don't have to mess with a gas strap, my hand up here too much, and put things end and forth. We have a shelf, so compartment stays up, nice and easy to get to. And down here, same concept. So we're gonna open this guy back up. There we go. And this has a latch as well, and that just makes it so I don't have to bend over, strain myself as I look at our generator or go through a little bit of storage. Now, working our way closer to the back of the coach, we have our ladder. We have the LED lights in the back. Window up here, about a picture frame size, and then our Voyager backup camera. Another thing is we have our hitch. The hitch is complemented with a 7-way plug. So 7-way instead of being a 4, we can still tow something smaller like a little trailer, a boat trailer, but we can do big things like a car or something with electric brakes. We have that charge line already ran. Going more on the driver's side, what's going to jump out to you is our slide. So we have a slide, it is 24 feet. But the slide has access to a refrigerator right here, bottom and top. So if you're doing any maintenance, easy to get to, we have the slide topper above us, and that prevents any pine needles, tree branches, just protects it so nothing comes inside when that slide goes back and forth. We're gonna head inside now to the interior, just to touch on a few of its key features. So we're inside the 24J, and the first thing we're gonna talk about is just the cab area. And let me give you just a good shot of it itself. The quality kind of speaks for it. You're going to see the wood finish, nice and clean, Mercedes cab. And as well as we have leather seats. Above here we have our visors, but it's a little shelf above which just gives you additional storage. Now I'm going to step down in here to kind of point something out to you, but notice why I said step. When I step down, it just makes it that much easier. We're going to be lower to the ground. It makes it not as intimidating to drive if you're not so far above. But all these side windows have day and night privacy curtains. So that in the front, this little section over here, and the front all have a piece that we can go and lock and have privacy if we're at a campsite. Now when you're in transit, what it's going to do is we have a little bit of zip lock or a Velcro right here on the sides, and that keeps us so nothing's going to move in transit. Now above us, is this a Class C, so we have all this front overhang cap, and what we utilize that for is going to be for storage. So we have the cherry wood for a nice fit and finish. But look how deep that is. It goes all the way to the front piece, so you can store TV, board games, magazines, anything like that, nice and easy. Now still in this front cab area, we have coat hangers, just so we have plenty of space. We're making as much use of the space as we can. We're only in 24 feet, but we're not losing anything. This is a very modern look above the cabinets, but the shelving in here, good hardware in here. And the hardware is something I like to point out in all our videos just because it's a big thing you're going to notice down the road. Nothing small, it's not going to pull out from the wood, it's real wood. Now below this same area is a sleeping space. Well, right now it's up and we're facing the TV that's above the entry door. And we have a couple over here to the side. But when it's time to go to bed and the evening's done, we pull this piece back and this front piece falls right down. That's going to be just a nice little bed for someone to relax and sleep on. Next, look over here. Big fridge. I know it's a smaller unit, but we have a freezer above us. Down below, it's a full-size fridge. It's going to be on gas and electric. We have a medicine cabinet over here, something to brush our teeth in the morning. And to kind of open this up, I know, get a good shot of that and get me out of there. We'll get you to take a look at that bathroom. So that bathroom, it's all in piece. It's enclosed. So once again, I'm harping on, we're 24 feet, we're easy to drive, but we're not losing anything. We still have that bathroom that has a skylight in the shower. So if you're a taller gentleman, you step up in there, you're not going to feel like you're ducking and having to make it work. It's going to feel relaxing and comfortable. To the left on the passenger side, we have our bed or sleeping space with night lights above us. So if one person wants to sleep, the other wants to stay awake and read a book, you have that availability and there's no issue. In the very back, you notice those red levers on that window. It's an escape window, just for if something happens in emergency, you do have a kick-out window that opens up wide, you can get out. There's a curtain in front of the bedroom that gives a little bit of privacy, excuse me. But now we go in more into the kitchen side. I'll show you some of our wardrobe space and for the kitchen pantry. But now in the kitchen, before I go over the countertop, I want to point out their electrical system, if you will. So it's all one place. We have our slide. We can operate in and out with a master switch. We can start a generator from the interior. We can turn off our propane on and off with a valve. As well as we have holding tank heaters. We flip that switch, and if we're done for the winter, we're going to plug it in and let it be. We can turn those heaters so nothing freezes and does any damage. Closing this down, we have our convection microwave. I like to point that out because since we have the convection microwave, we don't need the oven. We have all the uses we need. So instead, big, deep drawers. So those drawers allow us to add more stuff where they can use of all the items we need, but we're not sacrificed or not having the oven. Looking to the counter state, we have a sunken-in burner. So if we're making, say, a sandwich, we have all this space for the bread, meat, condiments right here. But if you want to make something, boil some water, lift this piece up, 2 burners, nice and easy. But making use of the same space, put this down, we're back straight to cabinetry. We're going to take a look at the sink too. So I pull away our sink cover. It's deep, it's stainless steel. Look into it, I like that this is round, so if I have a pot and I want to get underneath there, nice and easy to go under and lift it, and I can wash my bowl without having water go everywhere. Plenty of these, and those, pushing these out, they lock in, nothing's going to move in transit. And stepping right back here, I'm going to let you take a look at our radio. If you remember on the outside, in the very top corners, we had a radio. And that's what this is. We control it from the interior. We have a radio. We have our lights, our battery disconnects. Everything's right here, right by the entry door next to that grab handle. Honestly, at 24 feet, it's amazing they put everything in here. It's a great unit. Feel free to give us a call at 253-286-0833 and schedule an appointment to take a look at it. But when you do, make sure to ask for James.